Coming into cat, contracting into cow, cat for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice lower back extension. And then we're going to extend the hips out. Feet are going to come out to the sides. We're going to sit all the way back until we really are feeling our hips open here. Once we feel our hips open, Broccoli, you got a lot to say. For 5, thank you so much for subscribing, N. Once we feel the hips are nice and open, we're going to crawl the fingers forward. We're going to push into our palms, and we're going to push back into our hips and really open the hips here. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then we're going to come up. We're going to now grab this back foot because we're working on opening the hips. So we're going to do all the hip opener moves right now as we focus on the hips. We're going to grab this back foot and we're going to bring the leg up nice and tall and over, and we're going to come into our seated dancer. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then we will do the other side. So we're gently going to place the foot down. We're going to turn around on our mat and we're going to grab the other foot. And we're going to bring the leg up nice and tall into the sky. And we're going to hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. We're going to come into down dog scorpion, which is another hip opener. So this time we're going to stretch out. We're stretching out our hamstrings here, and then we're going to bring the foot up nice and tall and over. Scorpion, other side. Scorpion, and then we're going to slide the leg through. We're going to come into our straddle, and we are going to, thank you whoever just subscribed, by the way. Did somebody just subscribe? Anyways, I'm so glad you like it. We're going to come down over the legs and we're going to breathe nice and deep here. 5 really big breaths. The deeper you breathe, the further you can get down over your legs. If you can hold on to your feet, even better. Zookeeper, thank you for subscribing. 4, 3. User, thank you for subscribing. 2. And 1. Coming back up, we're going to place the foot inside our inner thigh. We're going to grab onto the other foot. We're going to place it in between our elbows, and we are going to rock back and forth. Thank you for subscribing, Alex. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then we're going to grab onto the foot and we're going to get a nice extension here. And then we're going to place the leg down and we're going to work on the other leg. So we're placing our foot on the inside of our thigh and we're going to bring the foot inside the elbows here and we're going to rock back and forth. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. We're going to grab onto the foot. Thank you for the rose. Extend that leg up nice and tall and then place it down. We're going to come into lotus pose now that we're seated. We're going to bring our foot on top of our thigh. Our other foot is going to come on top of my other thigh. Also, guys, if you are a subscriber here and there is any yoga pose that you would like to see today, please shout it out in chat because I would love to do it for you. We're in lotus pose. We're going to hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then we're going to grab onto the ankles for the extra extension and bring them up. For 5, for 4, boat pose, Regina, you got it. For 3, for 2, releasing. Slowly releasing our feet. We're going to extend our legs forward. Nice deep breaths folding down over the legs here. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Coming into boat pose, activating the abs now, bringing the arms up nice and tall by our ears. Legs are coming up nice and tall into the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 toe touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guys, we reached the subscriber goal. Thank you so much. You guys are freaking amazing. We're going to go into our pigeon pose now, getting the body nice and warmed up for all of our advanced yoga poses. So I'm just going to start a new goal here because we got to the goal. So, all right, here we go. Pigeon pose, coming back into our down dog. We're going to get a nice stretch in the shoulders. We're going to lift our leg up nice and tall, and then we are going to pull it through 90 degrees with our hips, and we're going to hold here in mermaid pigeon. You can also come down over the leg like this if you so wish, and that's going to give you an extended glute stretch, but this is my favorite. So we're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll place this leg back, coming back down into down dog. Other leg is going to come forward, 90 degrees with the hips. Holding here in pigeon for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come into our seated glute circles. These are great if you're an avid runner or walker. So we're back onto all fours, and we're just going to lift the leg up and over and around for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll do the other side. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come into broken toe pose. Sitting back on the toes, nice extension here, stretching out the toes for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And then we're going to sit back down, and we are going to come into, oh no, we didn't get it. It just ended, the wave ended. We're going to come into arch next. So if you guys would like to, we're going to start arch or wheel. We're going to come into wheel. We're going to start with arch, and then we'll come into wheel. Also, thank you so much, Money and Yee, for subscribing. I hope you guys enjoy if you're still here. All right, here we go. So we're going to come back down. We're going to lay on our backs. We're going to start by picking our hips off the floor, coming into a bridge. We'll do this a couple times, get the legs warmed up. And then we're going to do one last bridge. We're going to get nice and tall here. We're going to place our hands behind our head. And we're going to come into full wheel. Releasing. Coming back up. Thank you so much, Easy Pass, for subscribing. That's a cute name. I appreciate you. And now we're going to come into figure 4 stretch. So we're going to stand up. We're going to bring the leg over this leg, and we are gently just going to start coming down, and we're going to hold here. Nice stretch in the leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, rising back up, placing the foot down, and then we'll do the other side. You could also come into an arm balance here, but I'm not going to do that today. I did that yesterday. Coming down, I'll do that tomorrow again. Figure 4, nice stretch in the glutes, keeping your balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, coming up nice and slow, placing our feet down. We'll come into a quick headstand. So we're gonna place the feet out to the sides and we're gonna come down. There's many different ways you can come into headstand, but this is one of them. And we're just gonna slowly raise your feet off the mat and bring them together. Now we can also come into toe touches here. This is an ab exercise. And then you just bring your feet up into the sky, and then slowly you can roll up into a ball and land very gently onto the mat. Next pose we're gonna do is we're gonna go into a flow. I think my body's nice and warmed up now, so we'll go into the flow. I'll end today's live in a fallen angel. We did handstand yesterday. Tomorrow we'll do handstand push-ups, which is not a yoga pose. It's like more of a CrossFit thing, but I know a lot of you like to see handstand push-ups, so I will add it to the agenda tomorrow. If there's any other poses I missed, oh, you know what, let's do thread the needle, and then we'll go through our yoga flow. Thread the needle. If there's any other poses I missed that any of my subscribers would like to see, let me know. Arm coming up nice and tall into the sky. We're gonna lace it through the other arm, and we're coming down shoulder to mat here, and we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, coming back up. Other side, coming up nice and tall, lacing the arm through, shoulder to mat, holding here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, coming up. And now we're gonna go into the flow. All right. Coming in to the lunge, you could take it into an arm balance pose here. You're just gonna lock your elbow in and bring your legs up. Arm balance pose, coming back into the lunge. And then we're gonna come up into warrior one. Thank you for the roses. Warrior two. Coming down over the leg. And then we're gonna reverse into our deep crescent pose, looking up at the hand. Extending the leg up, triangle pose. 90-degree angle down over the leg. And then we're gonna reverse it. Nice stretch in the side here. Pointing our feet forward. We're gonna shake all that tension out, and we're going to touch the mat with our hands. Nice flat back, half lift, and then full fold. And then coming back to the half lift, we're going to extend the feet out. We're gonna sit back, we're in horse pose now. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, coming up. And now we're gonna do the other side. Coming into the lunge on the other side, and up into warrior one. Warrior two. Coming down over the leg, and then reversing into that deep crescent, and up into triangle. And then we're gonna reverse our triangle. Feet are going to point forward. We're shaking it all out. Hands are going to come to the mat, half lift, and then full fold, and then back into our half lift. Feet are pointing out. We're sitting back into horse pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're standing all the way up, coming to the front of our mat. Sun pose, arch, sun pose, and we're folding. Half lift, folding, sun pose, and then we're placing our hands down on the mat or the floor, and we're going to float our legs back. Scorpion pose, shaking it out, child's pose. And that is a flow. And usually I will do that 3 times. Every time getting a little bit quicker. You'll feel you will actually feel like it gets kind of tough at times. Thank you, user, for subscribing. Not tough. I mean, it can actually get your heart and body really moving, and can, you know, a lot of people think of yoga as meditative, which it is very meditative, but it can be a workout too if you want it to be. I didn't get fit like this doing yoga though. I do a lot of weightlifting, but I like yoga. It's good to stretch it out and focus on how your body is feeling and target areas of your body that are really tired or not feeling very well. And yoga is a great way to assess that, of like what's not feeling well and what needs to be worked on. So we're doing more. Don't you worry. I'm going into my advanced yoga pose of the day. Paul, thank you so much for subscribing. And then after this, we didn't get to the gift goal today, but I am going to head over to my IG really quick after this. So if you guys follow me on IG, you can come over there for a quick little live after this live. It's Anita Fit Mom _, same as my name here. I do have 2 IGs. It's Anita Fit Mom _. So if you guys would like to join me for my IG live today, that'd be great. I'm not going to be doing yoga over there, but I am going to do a quick hello. So come join me. It's fun over there too. Last pose of the day. We're coming into Fallen Angel. Fallen Angel starts in something called chair. We could come into ball pose too. And we're just going to ball ourselves up here on our toes. We'll come back up into chair. Then we're going to come into prayer. And then we're coming into side prayer, elbow to knee, and then a really deep twist here. And then we're going to plant our hands on the mat, and our feet are going to come up in the air. We're going to find our balance here, and then our head's going to come to the mat, and we're coming up into Fallen Angel. For 3, for 2, Scorpion, Child's Pose. So that's going to be my advanced yoga pose of today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. If you are a subscriber, I do these lives about 5 or 6 days a week. So I hope you come join me for them. I try to switch up the poses daily. A lot of them are the same, but I always switch up my more advanced pose. So if you haven't, what are you doing? I am headed over to my IG. If you guys would like to join me, I'd love to have you there. Again, it's Anita Fit Mom _. If any of my subscribers could type it out, I'd be happy to pin it for you guys. I'm headed over there right now to say hi. But yeah, it is the same as my TikTok. Just don't forget the _. That's kind of important. Otherwise, you will be at the wrong place. So if you'd like to come say hi to me over on my IG, I'd love to have you there. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I hope you have a fabulous Wednesday. I'll see you guys soon. Oh, thank you, Regina. Hold on, I'm going to pin this really quick. That's my IG. So if you guys want to come join me for the IG live, that's where you can find me. I hope to see you guys over there. Have a great day. Thank you, Regina, for your help. I'll see you guys soon.